Yeah, you read that title right. It's not clickbait. There is a movie on Tubi. I was looking on Tubi, just to watch some horror movies to review because I kind of want to get back into horror movies and, just review them. And I saw this one, The Killer Sofa. I'm like, there's no way someone pitched an idea like that and it went through. I don't know what they were thinking with this movie, but whoever greenlit it needs to not make movies anymore. Sorry about the weird cut there. I had to sit and think before I started talking again because this movie was like I got mind erased by the Men in Black. Like the neuralizers. Like I just got done watching it and I could barely remember a thing about it because it was so dumb and stupid. But anyway, let's get back to the task at hand. The movie opens up with a man doing some kind of ritual over a picture of this woman, and you could see the stupid sofa recliner thing in the background. It's got like eyes and like this weird frown on it. It looks like a dang thwomp. It looks like a haunted thwomp from Mario. The things that go Ugh! Yeah, the sofa actually looks like that. But anyway, this dude, he's like doing this weird ritual. He's like cutting himself and the blood's dripping on to this woman's picture. And there's no unique transitions in this. It's just a bunch of jump cuts. So then we cut to this dude. He's got like gear on. He's got like a bone saw and he's got this dude tied up. And he just starts cutting his legs for some reason. We don't know why. It's weird. And then it cuts again. It cuts right to the woman on the picture. Her name is Francesca. And it's got this awful music playing. And she's doing this little, like, kind of goofy ballerina dance. Just going with the flow with this music. And then these two homicide detectives walk up and like, hey, you knew this guy, right? And he was killed. He got chopped up into little bitty itsy pieces. All we could find were his feet. And she's like, yeah, I have no idea. He was just had a weird commitment issue. And she has this friend named Maxie there who's like, yeah, he was obsessed with her. And we don't know why that is. But anyway, she's like, yeah, all right, I gotta go. She's like, I have to go. I'm having a sofa delivered to my house. And there's these people. We never see these people again, by the way. The people that are delivering the sofa. Like, they get it out of this, like, old, rusty, like, storage unit. And they start picking it up. And then there's this girl that's picking it up. And she gets her fingers cut. And, the finger cut, it doesn't look bad. Like, it looks fine. So he's like, all right, you go take her to the hospital so you can get that checked out. And he's able to like just get the sofa to this antique shop. So the antique shop can deliver it to this girl named Francesca, even though they were there to deliver it in the first place. So why does the antique shop need to do it? It doesn't make any sense. But then again, they bring it there to introduce this character named Jack. He's this old dude with a white beard. And the first scene we get is just him looking at something, just brushing his beard. Just brushing his beard. And the delivery guy's like, hey, I have a chair here for Francesca. He's like, I don't know anybody named Francesca. There's Patricia. My daughter has a friend named Patricia, but I don't know Francesca. He's like, must have been the wrong address. So he brings the delivery guy just brings Jack out to see the sofa, and he's looking at it, he's like, oh, this sofa, he's like, there's something wrong with this sofa. Like, it doesn't say that, but you could definitely see, like, that he knows something is wrong with the sofa, so he's like, he sees this, like, piece of paper on it, like, this tag on it, and he picks it up, he goes, hey, there's blood in this. He goes, yeah, the thing nearly took my mate's finger off. And so he's like, oh, and he just touches it, and he's like, he gets like, he's seeing things, and we don't know why. He touches it, and he's like having this freak out moment, and he's like seeing these past lives from like the 1800s for some reason. It's so like bafflingly goofy that it's funny than scary. This is more of a comedy than a horror. And like he passes out, and there's this, and then the delivery guy's like, "Hey, whoa, whoa," he's like doing like compressions on his chest, like, "Oh, yeah, it must have been the heat," and it clearly wasn't the heat because everybody we see is wearing jackets, so it's clearly in the fall or the winter because you could definitely tell around like the environment. This is getting me heated because it's holy crap. So anyway, they get it figured out, I guess, and they deliver this chair to Francesca's. They just leave it outside, and Francesca and her friend Maxie like arrive at the house. She's like, "Hey, you got your sofa?" She's like, "Yeah." She's like, "How are you gonna get it up to your? How are you gonna get upstairs to your apartment?" She goes, My boyfriend TJ will bring it up for me." And here comes TJ, just like he's like rolling it up the set of stairs like it's Sisyphus, like trying to push up the boulder. And TJ's kind of a dick, all right. And we don't know why. He's just like, "Why is my girlfriend like being nice to me? Why is she like hugging me and kissing me?" He's like, "I don't like it." I'm like, "If you don't like it, then why do you have a girlfriend?" And so he's like, "All right, I'm going out with the fiver for some guys," and he leaves. And Francesca's like, "Okay, cool, thanks." She just sits down on the sofa, and for some reason, like this only occurs in like the first few scenes, but Francesca just has this like red light on her for some reason. Like if it's supposed to be like a spooky scene, she just has this like weird ominous red light on her, even though there's plenty of light in the house. It's weird. So she sits down in this chair, and she just leans back after drinking some tea. She sets the tea down. She leans back in it, and I swear, I am not making this up. She starts getting all like sensual with the chair, like, ooh, ooh. She's like rubbing the armrest. It's weird. I'm sitting there. Why are you getting freaky with the freaking demon chair? It's bizarre. And then she wakes up. So I don't know when that transitioned into a dreamscape type deal, but she wakes up and she's got that stupid ominous red light on her in the bed. Oh man, I can't even remember what happens after that because my mind is just Oh, I remember now. It cuts back to Jack, and he's like calling this dude named Abba, which is his father, who is a rabbi, and he was like doing some research online, and he's like, "Hey, Dad, I think I found a Dybbuk," and I'm like, "Oh gosh, here we go. It's a Dybbuk." And for those of you who don't know what a Dybbuk is, it's just a weird evil entity that attaches itself to something, and it feeds on souls. But it also, whoever touches the item it's attached to, it also attaches to that person. It's weird. But anyway, Jack is like, "Hey, Dad, I found a Dybbuk." And the dad, he's like, "Oh my gosh, you're not ready for this. Why are you trying to help people? Just stop and leave it alone." And Jack is like, "Okay." And before he hangs up, Abba, the father, unironically says, "Now, how do you turn this thing off?" I was just sitting there like, are you kidding me? Why? It doesn't make sense. I'm saying. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to focus on just the cliff notes and the goofy moments just to tell you how absurd this movie is over a haunted chair. I'm losing brain cells just talking about this movie. So there's a scene to where TJ, Francesca's boyfriend, he's like in the kitchen. He's just kind of vibing. Just he's like getting the oven ready for something. And this is a small apartment, and the chair is like facing the little kitchen, and it's like looking at him. It's really goofy because all I could see is just the haunted thwomp in this chair. So he's all just kind of getting his groove on, just dancing and cooking, and the chair is just slowly. He looks back. Chair's like slightly forward. Doesn't think anything of it. Chair gets even closer. Looks back. Notices it's closer. Don't think any of it. Opens up the oven, and chair gets really close. He looks back. Notices that it is closer. Isn't concerned at all for some weird reason. Like, hey, why is that closer? Oh well, must be nothing. Must have been the wind. And it, like, in the chair, and he's like, he ignores it, and the chair just goes, and it like presses his legs up against the open oven and breaks his legs. And the weird part is that it shows that the stupid recliner has like a really sharp like pressure coil on it, and it does not use it in this for some reason. It just breaks his legs like that, and it's so dumb. And then later on, the guy, he goes to the hospital. He goes and he's like sleeping with his mom's now because he doesn't want to stay with his girlfriend and the haunted recliner. So he's at his mom's, and he has to take pills for the pain and stuff. And he realizes he's out of water, and he starts calling for his mom. And I'm not kidding. His mom has headphones on and is in the typical yoga pose, just watching something on her computer. And this dude's like screaming, "Mom, I need water." And she can't hear him, and at this point you're like, okay, he's going to get killed by the stupid sofa. So he's like hobbling over to get to the water jug so he can take his pills, because he can't just swallow them on his own because he's a man baby. Sorry, that's my phone. I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted. Anyway, so as he's hobbling over trying to get the water jug, this stupid pressure coil just goes on the window and then slowly slides back out of frame. And he's like, what was that? And he's like struggling. He gets the window open. He sees like the recliner just looking up at him with a stupid thwomp face. And he's like, and it runs away like a little cartoon character, like SpongeBob SquarePants, just it just runs into the house. Nobody hears this giant clunky sofa like just walking up the freaking stairs. Or no, it doesn't walk up the stairs. I'm sorry. It like somehow he tries to close the window, but two coils stop it, and it just slowly lifts up the window. And he's like, he's like trying to crawl away, and a stupid coil just impales his leg to keep him from running. And the thing kills him. It kills him. And so it cuts to the next day, and the mom is just vacuuming. She's just vacuuming, and she knocks on TJ's door like, "Honey, I gotta clean your room." Just no answer, because TJ's dead. And so she has the vacuum on. She throws the hose in there, is not looking back. She has to like readjust the freaking the plug-in, and she notices that it's the vacuum starts sucking up brains. And she's like, "Oh, that's funny." And then boom, she sees an eyeball in like the stupid container. She doesn't freak out or anything. She goes, "Oh." And then we just never see any of that again. Like, no reaction from the mom and her dead son. It's just it's so ridiculous. And then, later in the movie, we're introduced to this new character named Ralph. We never, just out of the blue, just shows up at Francesca's door. We don't know why. He's just obsessed with this lady, okay? He's like, "Hey, have you thought of my proposition?" And he does this. And she's like, I can't get married. I'm too young to be married and have babies. I have to be somewhere. And she runs off, and he just watches her run off. And for some reason, he has this constant, like old school rap snarl on his face the entire time. We don't know why. And he's watching her. She just runs off somewhere. We don't know like where she's going. And he just watches her goes off. Looks at the mail slot and somehow is able to unlock her door and get into her apartment. He's a creep. He's like messing with her things. He's putting cameras in places. And he's he's like walking around the tiny living room, kitchen, dining area. And the chair is just like watching him. And he doesn't even know. He's walking around and it's just watching him the whole time. It's so comical. I have never laughed so hard at a horror movie before. So, he's all walking around the room, walking around this woman's home. He picks up a bra, throws it over his shoulder, finds a hat, sniffs it a couple times, walks to the closet, opens it, closes it, throws the bra on the bed, I swear to the Lord above, I am not making this part up. Throws the bra on the bed, makes a makeshift pussy out of the hat, gets on top of it, throws the bed sheets over himself, and he starts getting freaky with this woman's clothes. He's like, ooh, Francesca, ooh, you are Francesca, like that. I am not kidding. He is getting down and dirty with this woman's hat. And the funny part is that the freaking recliner comes in on like this. I gotta show you. It like peers into the room like this. And slowly makes its way like a dang penguin over to him, grabs a clothes iron. Well, this dude is just, ooh, Francesca, you are Francesca. It's just goofy. It just walks over, or waddles over, takes the clothes iron, and he's like, Francesca? And it just breaks his skull in one swing. No blood or anything, just kills the guy. I can't sit down for this movie anymore because of how ridiculous these freaking scenes are. And there's another scene where the homicide detectives are talking to her, and they're trying to get trying to get down, like, hey, are you responsible for the murder of these guys that have been in your life? And she's like, no. And Maxie's backing her up like, no. She just has this weird thing. And like, this is the reason they give to this woman, because she's had so many bad relationships, is that, yeah, I just have a thing to where I just drive guys crazy. Like, it's just, I've always been like that, even with women, but mainly just guys. I'm like, that's not called, you don't have a special ability to attract men like that. You're just picking bad ones from the lot. And there's another scene to where Francesca finds the chair. She sees it move. And she screams. She calls a friend Maxie. Maxie takes her to her place. And for some reason, she's worried about the chair when she's at her friend Maxie's. And she's like, hey, could you go to the house and just check on things? You know, make sure the chair's all right. Just as an excuse, just to get Maxie killed, I guess. And she's like, all right, fine. So she drives to the house, sees, walking around, goes out to the patio porch thing, and sees Ralph just dead, and it's like, and the chair's like dragging it to like the freaking edge of of the freaking patio, and it's like using its recliner to like shove him off the building. It's so dumb. And she's like, oh, oh, and the acting, by the way, superb, absolutely phenomenal acting in this movie, because you deserve, this is what you deserve for watching this movie. Like, just, oh no, it's a killer chair, and she's slowly backing up, and I swear to you, what alerts the chair to her presence is a little wooden paper clip. She steps on it and just goes. She's like, looks up, and the chair just, it sees her, and she's like, ah! And the chair's just waddling after her like a big penguin. It's so dumb. So she runs. She locks herself in the bathroom, and the chair is like looking through this little like peephole in the bathroom, because there's a peephole in the bathroom for some freaking reason. It's like eyeing at her. It's like squeaking, and she's like, "Ooh, how am I gonna do? What am I gonna do?" She sees a window. She opens it. It's kind of a long drop down. Not really though. So she opens the window. She's trying to make her way down, and she just plummets. And from then on, we think her friend Maxie's dead. The way she dies is she falls directly into a trash can, and the lid just, and her feet are sticking straight up out of the freaking trash can. Oh, and it just closes on her body. I swear. And at the end of the movie, when they figured out like what the spirits are, and what the Dybbuk is, and why it's there, and what it wants. Oh, before I get to the end of the movie, when it comes to the, like, Francesca meets up with the Jack, our rabbi friend. He's like, all right, here's our game plan. You got a Dybbuk, and we need to take care of it. So one, we need to build a Dybbuk box. We need to trap the Dybbuk in the box, and we need to burn the boxes. And the way he describes this plan, I have to show you this, is insane. I want to get my art pad out just to show you how insane this is. Where's my pen? Okay. All right, sorry, I had to touch my mic there. Hello, camera? Okay, I'm going to mess with my camera. So, here's what he does. You ready for this? We need to make Dybbuk box. We need to trap it in Dybbuk box. And then we need to burn the Dybbuk box. In that exact drawing is how he described the plan. And he's like, well, it's going to be a long night. So, he makes a Dybbuk box. And Francesca's in this weird dreamscape while he's making a Dybbuk box. And she's like this. Just swaying back and forth. Like, clearly experiencing something. And the rabbi's just like drilling the Dybbuk box, just trying to make it. And it looks like a bread box. This is not a Dybbuk box. It looks like a bread box. And so, Francesca wakes up from her dreamscape. And for some reason, we don't know why, it's never explained. The rabbi is just holding his chest, just like he's reaching. It looks like he's reaching for the Dybbuk box, but there's a bottle of aspirin on the table that he's clearly reaching for. And Francesca's like, oh, are you okay? Like, there's no worry or fright for this rabbi. She's just like nonchalantly, oh goodness, are you okay? What do you need me to do? He's like, he's like reaching for the aspirin bottle, and she's like, the Dybbuk box. I'll take the Dybbuk box and trap it myself. She just runs off and just runs off with the Dybbuk box. And Jack's girlfriend comes in. She's like, oh my goodness, what happened? And transfers him from where he was to a couch with the aspirin now on a table. And he's just sitting there, like reaching for it. And she's just on the phone, like, yeah, hi. Something's wrong with my husband. And he just dies right there. And that's it. That's what we get from the rabbi. Oh my gosh. So Francesca takes the Dybbuk box to the chair, and it's looking at her, and she opens it and slides it to him, and she's like, all right, get in the Dybbuk box. Get in the Dybbuk box. And it unironically just sits there and goes, no. And for some reason, this drives Francesca up a wall. And for some reason, she has a gas canister now. It didn't show her grabbing one or anything when the scene started. She just has a gas canister now and starts freaking out. Just, oh. She even gets gas on herself. And here's the great part. I was really hoping when she grabbed the box of matches, she would set herself on fire. But what we got was so much more comical. She takes the box, opens up the box, lights the match, holds it out to the haunted recliner, and it just goes, blows it out, and she goes, eh. She lights another one. This goes on. This happens 5 times. And I'm sitting there like, it's a recliner. Go around it to where it can't blow the match out, and then throw it on it. But no, she just freaks out, starts like crying, and grabs a knife. What's the knife gonna do? What's the knife gonna do? And here's the great part. When she grabs the knife and it's just like holding it out towards the stupid recliner, someone is clearly in this stupid chair costume. It just like pricks up and just goes. It's like walking towards her at such a comical pace. Oh. But yeah, I can't recall what else happened, but it's just what happens at the end with Maxie. So after they get the whole Dybbuk thing sorted out, Maxie lifts up out of the trash can, and she has a chunk of glass in her skull, and it's just, whoa. While the cops everyone are in here, and she walks up to Francesca's apartment, and nobody is saying anything. Francesca's like, oh, Maxie, there you are. Nobody is noticing the large chunk of glass in her skull. And they're like, wow, hey, you okay? Man, we were worried about you. I'm sitting there, just like, let this end, please. I'm so happy it did end. And the ending is very, very confusing. I don't want to get into it. This movie is going to give me an aneurysm, and I've already had 2 nosebleeds today. But yeah, if you want to waste an hour and 20 minutes on this movie, you can find it on Tubi. I would suggest watching it with friends, and this would be a great movie to get wasted to. Not that I condone drinking, but I can see people getting wasted and just laughing their tuchus off at this movie. But yeah, that's the Killer Chair. So, if you want to watch it, go ahead. It's up to you if you want to suffer an hour and 18 minutes like I did. So, Oh, that was fun. I enjoyed that a lot. So thanks y'all so much for watching. Appreciate it. Thank you so much for 500 subs. I'm getting over that now, so it's awesome. I will have a new story out eventually, or soon. I will have it out soon. So, all right. Night all.